welcome back to another episode. Happy Tuesday, guys. Thank you guys for being here. Nefty, my friend, welcome back from college. How are you?
Good. Guys. Let me just tell you how much I had to beg for this guy to get me back on the show, bro. I brought harassment to a new level. I kept, send me the link, this dude. But thank you for having me back. And I'm glad to be back. It's been very busy with my kids and college and law school and all that stuff. And from the last time I've been here, wow, has the world changed, bro. Woo!
Guys, everything you just heard.
Have you ever heard of a psyop?
So, guys, we got, like I mentioned on the title of the stream, of tonight's stream, we have a live unboxing of not one but two Ghostbusters figures by Present Toys, right? Nefty's got them right there.
Yep.
So that's going to be very exciting to see what it's about. Also, we got a little bit of drama to get into. Yeah, we got a little bit of drama regarding the amazing Hot Toys killer InArt Joker. Okay, we're getting into some of that action, and then also we got some Hot Toys drama. Looks like Hot Toys is back to being shit again. So that as well.
Big guy. And you seen Jazz Inc? Any news on Jazz Inc? Computer, anything like that?
Oh, well, that was part of the drama too. We got the back computer, guys.
Oh,
the scammer got the first piece. And so we will get into that. At least shout out to Patrick. He sent some images in the members chat. And so, I haven't looked at the video. He's the first one to get it, which is, again, is ridiculous. I would have expected Mike to be the first one to get that 5-year-old
guys,
delay thing.
Guys, you got to get on the chat, man, because in the private chat, Patrick had me going, bro. I was drinking coffee. I went to level 4 mobilization, red alert. But you know what, man? I love you, man. It's all good.
Good. But yeah, so it's looking funky, guys. It is a shame. So what I was saying was the video is out. I didn't watch the video at all. I don't plan on watching the video, okay? But like I said, shout out to Patrick for sending some images. Now I can talk my shit because I have something to show you guys. I wasn't, I'm not getting the thing, so I don't care, right? Mike, I feel bad for Mike because, again, imagine waiting 5 years for an item and then you get it and it's complete garbage. And then how much was it, Nefty? $3,000?
No, it was I paid more than Mike. Mike got it
early. Yeah, he got it early, right?
Before COVID and all that.
Right.
I think I'm at 1,400. Give me a second. I'll double check.
Okay. I thought it was more than that. No, I thought it was more than that.
No.
All right, guys, so let's get started. Let's see who's in the chat today. Guys, there's 26 of you guys in here. Please don't forget to hit that like button if you haven't yet. Thank you guys for being here as well. We got Uncarded in the house. How are you, my friend?
Konnichiwa means what's up.
Well, at least the rest of us can get the Blitzway version. What'd you say?
It was $1,500. I'm looking at it. $1,490.
Okay. Right, so he paid a little bit less, I'm assuming. But still, you know what I mean? And I got some images that show you a little bit of the bait and switch. I'm going to show you guys what he announced that he was going to give you guys, and then I'm going to show you guys the final product, which, again, disappointing. It doesn't affect me.
We're talking about the computer? The back computer?
The back computer, yep.
In all fairness, though, I got into it at the back end because, remember, number one, I came into the community and I started learning about Jazz Inc. By then, he already had thrown a lot of diorama. This was one of the oldest one. But my understanding is this went through a lot of revision, hence why it took so long. So
yeah, but I think that what I'm about to point out, I don't think he ever mentioned, anything regarding that. Like I remember him saying, I had to do this, I had to do that. I remember specifically the chair being a problem. Remember he blamed
the sizing.
Right. Remember he blamed Hot Toys for oversizing the Ben Affleck Batman. So I remember that he had to change, but I don't remember him ever saying anything about the actual monitors. I remember him talking about the technology of the monitors, right? That they were actually going to be on and doing stuff. I remember that. But I don't remember anything about him saying, oh, I'm going to change the size or the look of the monitors, which is what I'm going to get into. We got Ash in the house. How are you, my friend? Welcome. Uncle says, it's about to get crazy, no Diddy. We got Michael in the house. Welcome, my friend.
Konnichiwa means what's up.
Let's see who else is in the house. Final pre-order, Hot Toys Fractal Iron Man, very cool looking figure, interesting, still available, being limited to 3,000.
Yeah, so
Bow.
How you doing?
Bow. Let's see. I'm just here to see the start time. Switch to 8:45. No respect. Ron, how are you, my friend? Welcome. Guys, don't forget to hit that like button if you haven't yet. Thank you guys for being here. We got Carlo in the house. Welcome, my friend.
Charlie, my friend, Charlie Brigante, how you doing?
How many of you will pre-order the Blitzway 3 or 4 pack?
Carlos, I'm gonna go with the 4-pack.
Yeah.
But I don't know if you want to talk about it now, but I'm definitely the 4. I'm gonna try
4-pack. Yeah, I'm going to same thing. I'm going to try to get it. Can't leave Winston out. No way.
Never. Actually, you know the reason why they ever did the 3-pack? Because I was not collecting at that time. Why the 3-pack?
Because remember in the beginning, I believe in the beginning of the movie, it was only 3 of them. And then the last guy came in, he came in after. So that's why, I guess, to keep it, somewhat original, it was the original 3. And then they added the 4th guy. So they made that the special pack.
Okay.
Again, I'm assuming that's what it is because that's what happened in the movie. The movie didn't start with all 4 of them together. You know what I mean? So that's why I'm assuming that's why.
It came much later.
Right. Oh yeah, sometimes you can hire lines individually. That's what I tried to my collections. Don't forget that. Yes, guys, don't forget that the like button, please, and thank you. We got Roo.
Hello, my favorite engineer.
We got Moo.
Hello.
Welcome. How are you? Nice to see you. Welcome. Rudy one says, "What are you talking?" Oh man, he did say send me a link a few times today. Yeah, exactly. Today. Thank you. Thank you. Exactly. Thank you, Carla. Thank you, Carla, for paying attention. See, this is why I had to say this.
Yo, my knees hurt, bro.
Stir the pot. Christian, how are you, my friend? Welcome.
Konnichiwa means what's up.
Oh my God, Nefty.
What's up, brother?
Yes, everybody's shocked. The Raven, welcome. How are you?
Hello.
New name in the house. Welcome. We got Ash with the super chat already. Look at this guy. This guy. It's funny. I see the blue, but I can never read the thing until I read it. Unbelievable.
Thank you.
No, thank you.
No, thank you, bro.
No, you.
No, thank you, bro.
Thank you.
No, thank you, bro.
No, seriously, you.
No, seriously, thank you, bro.
No, for real, you.
No, thank you.
Which brings up Fab, the escape layer.
Ash, my question to you is,
Oh my God.
where is Escape Leia? That's my question to you. I will refund you your super chat and you answer my question. Where is Escape Leia? Exactly. So where are your Deadpools? Like I said, Deadpools, I don't know, but I can tell you Wolverine, there's at least one more, right? Like I said, I think, at least one more, meaning definitely brown suit. 100% brown suit is coming, okay? And number 2, that patch. That patch is a no-brainer. That patch is an easy money figure. And literally all they have to do is, the only thing they have to, right? It's not like, oh, if they do this. No. If they don't change the expression for the patch figure, which is another reason why I'm starting to doubt that figure is going to be made by Hot Toys, and only because if they already use the same head sculpt 3 times, right? Why would they suddenly change it for one figure? You know what I mean? Like, it doesn't, like, they can. I'm not saying they can't, right? They have done it. Look at Anakin, right? They did. All they did was open the mouth, and that was it.
Mm-hmm.
So they can do it. They can do it. It's not that they can't. The thing is, it makes more sense, right? They made one Anakin and one Darth Vader, right? One light side, one dark side. Same exact figure, one of each, right? Wolverine's, though, completely different game. You already have 3, right? So they're going to use the head sculpt 3 times and then tweak it for only one figure. That doesn't make sense.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So again, they could do whatever they want. They could make it a limited release for all we know. They could say, hey, 1,500, 2,000, 2,500, 3,000. Anything's possible. But that's where I'm at right now with the patch figure. You know? But brown suit, no brainer. 100%. Valkyrie, how are you, my friend? Welcome.
Hello!
Guys, don't forget to hit that like button. There's 24 of you guys in here. Thank you guys for being here as well. Let's see. Did Rudy get hacked? Oh my God. Let's see who else is in here. We got two.
Hello!
Vato Loco for life.
Welcome, my friends. Guys, hit that like button, please. There's 22 of you guys in here. We got another one from the crazy guy. What about the yellow suit? That was my question. Can only type so fast. Where's the yellow suit? Yeah. All right, so now we have something more specific. Where's the yellow suit? Okay, here we go. We're going to give you a definitive answer according to the voices of Hot Toys, okay? So let's get you a definitive answer, Ash. Here we go. Here we go, Ash. So according to, just so we don't have any discrepancies, here we go. So according to Sideshow, which will be shipping our figures, expected to ship June 2025 to September 2025.
So still open.
Do you know how crazy that is?
Mm-hmm.
That's like, I mean, I don't think it's going to happen in June, but anything's possible, right? It could be July.
Yeah, July's a couple of weeks away.
Right. It could be September, right? It could be August, July, August, right? I mean, the problem is this. We know that a lot of this stuff gets delayed anyway. So anything's possible in that regard, but it looks like it's coming soon, Ash. So save me one. Wait, I forgot. Again.
Thank you.
No, thank you.
No, thank you, bro.
No, you.
No, thank you, bro.
Thank you.
No, thank you, bro.
No, seriously, you.
No, seriously, thank you, bro.
No, for real, you.
No, thank you.
So Rudy at it again with the with the wrench. Oh my God. Rudy wants to go abandon people again in your sleep. Ernesto, how are you, my friend?
Let's go.
Konnichiwa. Konnichiwa means what's up.
All right, so we're gonna get started, guys, with the drama. Okay, since we're gonna be a while with the unboxing.
Drop the disclaimer.
Yeah. Oh, I'm about to. Hold on, because it's gonna get it may get funky. So we're gonna start with Jazz Inc. Okay, let's start with Jazz Inc.
Yeah, let me see what you're talking about.
Since
And for the record,
The following program is rated TV MAL. It contains strong language and is intended only for mature audiences.
and for the record, this is due any day now for me.
what?
The computer, what you're gonna show now.
Oh, the back computer. All right, guys. So let me show you guys first and foremost what was teased from day one. Okay, this is what he showed as the prototype, right, of the back computer. As you can see, look at the monitors, right? You get the small frame, right, all around, looking like an actual screen, like an actual computer screen, right? Perfect with the trim, right, all around, perfect. As you can see, you get 4, but again, pay attention to the trim because this is what you're getting now. Okay, as you can see, thicker trim, completely different, doesn't really look like the monitors that he showed in the beginning. As you can see, this looks more real than this, right? Also,
Fabs. And this is from the video today, right?
correct. This is from Justin's video.
As you're saying that, as you showing that, I'm looking at. I happen to be at the Jazz Zinc website, and even the current one that he has displayed there is different than that.
Right. That's what I'm saying. So it is, again, to me, this is the bait and switch. I don't know what you guys are going to get in hand whatsoever, because you just heard Nefty. It's completely different than this. What he saw is different than this too.
Oh, if you pause it right now and anybody goes quickly and double screens and shoots over to Jazz Inc., you'll see it. Because it happens that your screen is there and I have another screen open. I'm looking at it side by side perfectly. And
right.
It's a different monitor.
See? So again, that's a shame. Also, this looks very cheap. Nothing, again, to me. I'm not saying you're not allowed to like it. I'm not saying that maybe in hand it looks better to you. What I'm saying is, in hand, this looks very crappy. Look at this paint application.
No, that has to be like that, because in the movie it's a beat up desk, bro.
No. I understand, but the paint, it doesn't look like, to me, right? This doesn't look like professionally painted. I understand it's supposed to be scuffed up. I understand there's supposed to be some weathering and damage on it. This looks like somebody just messed up on it. You know what I mean? This does not look like professionally done scuffing or weathering. This just looked like somebody scratched it to give it that look, right? Same thing here.
This one I'm gonna wait till I get it in hand, because this might be lighting, because again, I have a double screen open, and in the Jazz Inc., obviously the lighting is fucking perfect.
No, fine. Again, you could be 100% correct. It could be 100% lighting, but now look at here. Tell me how great this paint looks here compared to here, right?
The joystick too.
Right, look at this. You think this is supposed to be all weather like this and scratch like this? No, the weathering is supposed to be a different type of effect to give it, for example, the joystick specifically, right? You want to weather it to where you see hand use, right? Where you see that, oh, look, his hand is usually there. That's why it's weathered. Not scratched up randomly like this for no reason whatsoever to give it the look of weathering. That's stupid. That's random. That doesn't look nice, right? So again, this could all be lighting for all we know. I'll never find out because I'm not getting this. But again, just from what I'm seeing, right? The paint here doesn't look great. Like I said, overall looks very, very cheap. The screens actually, you know, if they do move around and they do change, right? That's a cool feature, which is what I believe the selling point of this was. But overall, guys, I am not impressed by any means. I don't think this is, you know, something that is going to be worth that money. Again, to me, because I didn't pay it anyway. So rightfully so, right? I would not be happy waiting 5 years to get this when we were shown this, right? Remember again the whole issue with the chair. He didn't even want to fix the chair because it was Hot Toys' fault that they oversized this figure specifically, and they just didn't want to bother. So, now you, Nefty.
No, I mean, I cannot deny. I can see that there's definitely a difference in monitor, but I'm gonna wait till I get it in hand and be critical, because obviously I pay for this, so it's my money. I'm gonna be critical about it.
So now, how do you feel? How do you feel about the final product? Again, you ordered it late, which again doesn't matter because everybody's getting the same product anyway.
Yeah.
But you ordered it late. Obviously, very exciting piece to get. Now you see what's happening. You see all the differences. You see all the changes. You see the final product. How do you feel about it now compared? Because remember, when they showed us the prototype, you're like, "Oh my god, this is incredible!"
Yeah,
right
yeah.
now, what do you see different, if anything?
I mean, it's still a TV screen to me, but I gotta be highly critical when I get it. But right now, without having in hand, what am I gonna? I can't tell you because you can't zoom in that well. Everything, you're right. In the pictures you have here, things look shoddy with the paint scheme. But I gotta wait till I have it in hand because, again, I know I like any good marketer, they're always going to put their best foot forward on their website. But the lighting in Jazz Inc. looks good. So I got to wait till I get it in hand. Now, you're right. There are collectors in this community that collect, and it's about accuracy. It's how it was seen in the movie. They're that critical. And they have every right to be because, that's how they collect. Me, it's a TV. It's a TV, If it does with the screen switching, but I will be critical when I get it in hand. I don't have it in hand right now, and based on these pictures, absolutely, it's a different monitor than from what I'm seeing. And I'm seeing it right here, bro. There's no arguing that.
Right.
That make a big difference? Not necessarily to me, but I have learned that in this community, there are critical collectors, and rightfully so. They pay their money. They want what they want based on what they've seen on TV or if it's an animated series, and they have every right to.
Well, one thing before you continue with that point, because it's a great point, right? You're talking about collectors that complain about certain things, and yes, to a certain point, right, you are 100% justified to complain. The problem is that, for example, you just mentioned, people spend their money on this, right? And they should complain. My thing is, for example, you talk about what they saw in the movie, right?
Yep.
So now we're getting into movie accuracy. So let's compare Jazz Inc. to Hot Toys, right? Hot Toys doesn't necessarily always gives us 100% movie accuracy.
But they give us more positive than negative.
No, correct, right. So what I'm talking about is specifically what you mentioned with the what do you call it? The movie accuracy, right? So, for example, right, people complain about Hot Toys when they don't get exactly what the character's supposed to have, right? That's one thing. Another thing regarding Jazz Inc., though, is we can't say it's the same thing, right? So you saying, "Oh, I'm going to be critical about it." It's not the same thing as being critical of a Hot Toys not being 100% movie accurate because of this. Just like I mentioned earlier, they showed you a specific product. The final product doesn't look like that. So it is not the same situation of you not getting something movie accurate from Hot Toys because we're not even talking about movie accuracy. We're talking about they teased one product and they're giving you another, right? Absolutely. So we're not even getting into accuracy yet, right? Now let's say once we get past the fact that we got a completely different product than the prototype, then we can get into, all right, then this is that. But we have to acknowledge that we didn't even get what we were shown. But when every time that we get something from Hot Toys, from any prototype, we get 99.9% of what is shown.
And it goes to anything that all of us individually do in our personal lives. When you buy a car or you buy an item, you're expecting to get what you see, what you've done.
Correct.
You don't, regardless. I mean, how many times we've gone to fast food restaurants and we're like, this doesn't look like what I see.
Correct. Like the commercial, right.
But and many other things in our personal lives that we're dropping big money and listen, regardless, even the low end, middle B, C, D characters, when it comes to 1/6 figures, Hot Toys, they're not cheap, bro. This isn't something you're walking into Walmart and dropping $20. You know, even the B characters, they cost money, and everybody expects a level from Hot Toys. And it's a good thing and a bad thing because when they drop the ball, we're ready to cut their heads. You understand? But when they get it right, man, Now back to the Jazz Inc. He falls into it like any other business. You know, you show a product, we expect that product. Now, again, I'll be critical when probably, am I saying that probably I'll compromise? Yeah, most likely. Example, if it still depicts a TV screen and I'm wowed by the high definition and the content, and then I continue to look at the weathering and the finishing, and I see, oh, it's not that bad. Then I'll probably compromise.
Right. But see, like even the monitors, like look at what they try to like stuff them up and weather them, but it's such a crappy job to, you know, to the way that they do it, right? Look at this. None of this is professional. None of this looks worth, you know, $1,200, $1,300, $1,400, $1,500, $900 at that. You know what I mean? So it's like, what is the point? Why? What are they? I mean, I get it, right? They're just taking people's money, but it's like if you're not gonna even bother with the product,
yeah.
If you're not gonna have any pride with your product, because what this looks like to me is, let's get it out. Even though this shit took 5 years, let's get it out. I don't care what it looks like. Let's get it out.
I'm wondering,
and this is why I don't understand how people still continue to support this. Go ahead.
If anybody's been following this from the beginning, again, I came late into this, and my understanding there was a lot of revision. I'm wondering if the monitors change because somehow he went with a high quality monitor. I don't know. You know, again, I came at this. The reason I came onto this was when I started hearing in social media that the end day was coming, that okay, he finally he's gonna get out. Because I wasn't gonna get online and wait 6-7 years. When I saw that it was actually coming out, I jumped on it. But I suspect there's people that have been following this from day one. I'm wondering if the modification that we're seeing here from what was initially shown is because maybe the quality of monitor has changed from 5 years ago. I don't know. But this is me again, giving the benefit of the doubt, looking at the cup half full, half empty, whatever, you know. But I'm curious if anyone's followed this from the beginning. And number one, why was it the 5-year delay? Is it because there was maybe technology advancement and they were waiting on better screens? I don't know.
I could tell you this. Nefty, I could tell you this.
Go ahead.
This was not delayed because of technology advancement.
I don't know.
No. I'm just telling you that's not even a thing. Okay, he did not delay this project because he was waiting for better technology or there was a transition in technology. So he was waiting for the tech to change. Absolutely not. I could tell you most likely he ran out of money. He needed other projects to fund it, which is why he's constantly taking pre-order money from people. And projects could take however long because that's what it is.
And you know, too, Fabs, this didn't get a lot of buyers. I mean, I don't know if it's closed out already. Let me see. But I think the batch probably doesn't even break 1,000 people.
Oh, see, I don't know, but I know he needed a certain amount to be able to make some money. And
it's still available. I'm sorry.
And he needs a certain amount to, obviously, the factory says, hey, you know, if we make you 500, it's going to be, you know, $10,000. If we make you 1,000, it'll be, you know, $8,000. If we make you 2,000, it'll be, you know, $1,000. So depending on the amount that he has to make, right, the factory will give him a better, you know, depending the higher, you know, I'm assuming, you know, if the higher the amount, the cheaper the, you know, the final payment he's got to give them, right? Because it's usually like that. The more you buy, the cheaper it is. That's why you buy in bulk.
But Fabs, in summary, you have a point. This is what you show. This is what you're getting, and it's not what we wanted. But again, I'm gonna wait till I get it in hand, and I'm curious. I'll do it after we get off the show. I'm gonna just look into the past. Why was it delayed? Was it something? Why did the screen change? And I'm sure someone that's been from Get, like Mike. I mean, not that anybody follows it day by day, but someone has an inkling as to what happened with the monitors. You know, because initially, do we know if it was going to be changing, like they show now in the video that it changes the images, or was this initially just, you know?
Well, no. From the get-go, he said that it was going to be a functional screen, meaning that it was going to change. It was going to change features and it was going to do different things. So that was one of the selling points from the get-go.
I wonder, was this announced right at the time when you got all the way back then the Justice League Batmobile? Because I don't even have that version, because that's right, because you have that, right? The transitional Justice League mobile.
Yeah, I have the BVS.
That's older than the 66.
Correct.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. So you probably were around when this was being.
Absolutely. I could have ordered this. I could have 100% ordered this. I chose not to because, again, I was already unhappy with the BVS.
Oh, the BVS. Okay.
No. I've always, and I've said it literally recently. I love my BVS, Jazz Inc. BVS Batmobile. I got the deluxe that turns into the Justice League Batmobile. When I got that vehicle, I paid, whatever it was, $1,200, $1,300, whatever it was. I get the vehicle. Like I said, I love the thing to this day. It is crap. It is a hollow piece of nothing. It is cheap. The way that you mount the guns and stuff like that, it's hot glue, not hot glue with magnets, literally just the round magnet glued on the piece of whatever, right? And then you literally stick it into the vehicle, and that's how it stays with the magnet, being stuck. Like, I'm like, this is the ghettoest shit I've ever seen. For $1,300. And here's the problem. Hot Toys. Okay, this is why they get caught. This is why Jazz Inc. gets caught every time doing shit work. Because if you get a Batmobile from Hot Toys for $7 and change, $8 and change, and then you go get something from Jazz Inc. at over $1,000, that is less quality than something by Hot Toys at $800. And again, we could get into the amount that they produce, blah blah blah. Still, if you can't handle the project, why are you getting into it and overcharging for it? That was my problem. That was my issue from the beginning. So the moment I saw that, I was like, I am not going to bother with their stuff anymore. Then the 66 comes out, and I was like,
now you had the Vulture before any other vehicles, the Vulture?
Correct. The Vulture was the very first thing, that they were making, besides the Millennium Falcon cockpit and all these things that they were making. And that was just one figure that they made like out of the blue, because again, the whole point was to show off their skills of making these wings, right? That was it. Apparently they added real leather to the figure and all these things, but the figure is useless anyway, right? So that's why I ended up just getting this Justice League Batmobile, and I was like, yo, this is not worth what he's charging for it. So that was my turn off from the beginning. So then the 66 comes out for pre-order. I said, I have the Hot Toys Batman and Robin. I need this figure only because of that, right? If you got the figures to go specifically with that vehicle, why wouldn't you get the vehicle? So that's the only reason why I got the vehicle. If he had made that 66 for whatever reason and only what was it? Mercury Toys, Neptune Toys, Venus Toys, not Mars Toys, the other one, their friend, the ones that made Saturn Toys. Yes, thank you. Saturn Toys. If it was only Saturn Toys that had made Batman and Robin, and then Jazz Inc. came out with their BVS Batmobile, I would have, or their 66 Batmobile, I would have never bought it, because number one, I most likely would have never bought those what do you call it? Those Saturn Toys, Batman and Robin to begin with. So I would have never needed to buy the 66. But because they were from Hot Toys, I said, I need this vehicle. And like I said, after that vehicle, I will never spend a penny on Jazz Inc. because I already know what to expect. I would be an idiot.
What do you think of the last Batmobiles? And now that it's been out, and I'm sure you've come across people that have it. And what else did they come up with in that time?
You talk about the 89?
Yeah, the 89. What do you think about that one?
Well, number one, I saw that the biggest selling point of that vehicle was the size, right? Everybody wanted it bigger than the Hot Toys 89. So that was one thing, right? Obviously, apparently he added a few.
No, what I'm trying to say is, would you say that he's grown in getting better making these vehicles? Like for example, yeah.
It's not about growth with him. The problem is this: at the end of the day, he can make whatever the factory he's working with can make. right? Which I
Right.
can guarantee you is most likely anything. The problem is he doesn't want to give you guys too much stuff, because what happens is then you guys start realizing, wait a minute, how come we're getting all this stuff all of a sudden? And before we didn't get shit for the same price. So he's got to be smart about giving you guys, too much, because then you expect too much every time for a certain price that he's not willing to give you, because then he doesn't make as much money. I can guarantee you that anything he adds to any vehicle, right? Any other feature, right? Obviously that's money, right? That he has to add to the project.
Mhm.
Or he just chooses not to add them and then make it seem like he's doing you a favor by adding these things just because the numbers are met. Again, we will never know anything because we only know what he tells us. And I can tell you, he ain't telling you the truth about shit.
Now, we haven't gotten the Catwoman, which is probably going to be his first figure. Yeah, because the animated is way off. Are you interested in any of those? The Catwoman, Penguin?
I will never.
Oh, wait. The figure's not out yet, bro. Yeah, come on.
No. But this is what you don't understand. This is what you don't understand.
The God is speaking now.
From experience. Just from experience. Not because I'm assuming, not because I'm speculating. Just from experience. If a company focuses on dioramas and the dioramas are garbage, suddenly they want to get into figures. What can I possibly expect from a company that if you focus on dioramas and your dioramas are shit, and now you want to get into figures, how can I expect a figure to be better than your dioramas when you're making dioramas for 20 years and they're still shit? That's my problem. So I can't expect anything good. And the same, we pick on you over this all the time.
Yeah.
If I were you, again, it happened to me after what was it? The first vehicle, because it was I had the Vulture, and then I got the BVS, and then the 66. So after the first vehicle, I was like, yo, this is a scam. This is a ripoff. This is not worth it. Why am I paying all this money for this garbage? So that woke me up immediately. So if I were you, after the first 3, I would have been like, yo, what the hell? So that's what again, me personally, the reason why, I pick on you over it is because to me, it's like, yo, what do you mean? 12? Like, what are you expecting the 13th one to be? So because again, so that's you clearly, obviously that doesn't matter to you and it's fine. It's your money. You can do whatever you want. But me, it's like, yo, what do you mean? I just spent all this money and I'm getting crap?
No,
absolutely not. And again,
when it comes to the figure, I see your point that diorama, he has issue in diorama. Who is to say he's not going to have in the figure? But we got to wait till he comes out with that Catwoman. And I know we've had this conversation many moons ago, but it's obvious that he's coming in to the 1/6 community figure world with one of the hardest figures to make, which is that Catwoman with the latex.
because
if he pulls that off.
Well, he's being smart.
Wait. If he pulls that off, I guess the highest he'll probably go to here in New York is the Freedom Tower, aka the old World Trade Center, and I'll drop the mic from there. All right.
let me tell you something.
Wait. On a good day, this community is critical on companies especially when you one of the new guys on the block swinging the stick. Everybody's like, "Whoa, what's this? What's this company? What's this company?" Anybody?
No. Fine, but this is what you don't understand. I mean, I'm assuming you do understand, but you're not bringing it up right now. The Jazz Inc. community, you being included in it, okay? That's my answer. I don't need to continue because I just mentioned you alone. 12 experiences didn't matter one bit. That community, that Jazz Inc. community is the same way. They can't, Jazz Inc. can't do no wrong.
Overlook Jazz Inc. If he produces a faulty figure, you think we're gonna overlook it at that amount of money? Now, think about something. One thing is 1,300 on a car that's huge and bigger than that. 1,000 something on a figure, and that comes out with flaws.
This is what's gonna happen. I'm going to tell you what's going to happen. Even if the figure is
No, bro,
complete
can't-
garbage.
it
No.
can't
Wait. Even if I'm not saying that it's going to be, I'm telling you, I know what I could expect. I'm not saying that it's going to be that. It could be because of their history, but I'm going to tell you this. This is what's going to happen. Just like it's happened with InArt, just like it happens with Jazzing vehicles, dioramas, and everything. Anytime something is shit, okay? You are not going to be the person that just spent $1,000 on this bullshit Catwoman and go, yo, I just spent $1,000. This is bullshit garbage. Never. It will never happen. And I'm going to tell you why. Nobody wants to feel like they're the asshole who just got taken for a ride for $1,000. So that's number one. So that'll never happen. Okay. Another reason why that can't happen is because let's say you don't like it. You're very unhappy with it. What are you going to do with it? Right. So you can't bash it because hopefully, let's say you're going to want to sell it. So you're going to keep your mouth shut. And so then you can go, hey, I just bought it. You know, I got to get rid of it because I got a light bill due. So I need the money. Right. So you can't bash it because if you don't like it, you're going to sell it. And then you're going to have the people who, again, like you, they don't care what Jazzing makes as long as they have it in the collection. And to your point with the figures that he picked. Very smart picking Catwoman and Penguin. Why? He's been around the community forever. Yeah. He has never had the chance to make any of these figures, period. Okay. Now that he's got the DC license, he can do whatever he wants. And because he's been around this long, he knows what people have wanted for a long time. Okay. He didn't do these figures the first day he got licensed for this Batmobile because he couldn't. I can guarantee you he's been thinking about making these figures for a while now because he knows, or at least he hopes, that nobody else is making them, which is why he's jumping into things that nobody else is really doing besides who? Mondo. Right? With the Batman and all that bullshit. But when it comes to those figures, who else made a Catwoman besides crappy ass third party? Nobody.
Yeah.
Who made a Penguin besides Eternal and it was garbage?
Yep.
Nobody. You know what I mean? So very smart with those choices. The problem is execution's not going to be. At least I don't think.
No, Fabs, but there's the other side of the community that, let's say, are not going to fall into that category you just described. They're going to be critical, and all I ask of anything really is anyone to be fair, because let me tell you something, dude. If I'm dropping that big money, it turns out to be crap. I'll fucking go up to that Freedom Tower and I'll yell it from there too. Because you know what it is then? Then we get back to your old argument. What are we doing to the community by prophesizing bad shit? I can't be part of that.
No, but people don't care. But look at Justin, for example.
His
job is to push whatever it is that he's selling. That's his job. So he lies plenty. And think about it. He lies plenty. That's why everybody got scammed.
If you remember in one of your streams many moons ago, I mentioned, hey, I gave a disclaimer. Jazz Inc. is one of those products that I don't recommend a new Jack coming into the community get in. Because it's like rum.
But think about that. Think about that. As a company, let's say I'm Jazz Inc. and you're my loyal customer because he doesn't get more loyal than you. And you're sitting here telling people about my company, Jazz Inc. Hey, if you're a noob, don't get into it because you may have a problem. How good can that company be?
And it's also because, the solution, which the Jazz Inc. family, they take care of you. But this is something that's so far overseas. And up till now, they've been big packages. So that brings in a whole nightmare of logistics. So for a new person, that may be too overwhelming. First, the price, and second, the nightmare logistics of dealing with any issue. But they've been good with me. Now, with figures, now with small boxes, but that's another argument. All I'm saying is, like, this community is critical. Even that category that you said that are maybe the faithful, let's call them the faithful, there are the critiques that are gonna call it. And I'll say this: if there's issues, I'll bring it out, because the last thing I want to do is push something in this community when you, in your show, you vow to always be about the truth and keeping it clean. And I'll be doing a disservice coming into your show and and pushing.
Whatever you want to tell the people, obviously that's your opinion, that's your take. You have the product.
That's one of the things that drew me, and I suspect drew a lot of people. That you sometimes these are hard topics, but you put it right there, bro. You put it out there, and those that listen, they get wiser. You understand?
No, it's true.
But at the end, you still mention it is your decision.
Always. Always. I will always, like I've told you guys forever, I will always point out things that you may not see. I will point out angles that you may not see. I will bring up things that you may not see because I look at things differently. I look at angles differently. I look at everything differently. We don't all think the same. We don't all look at things the same. So whether you like how I say it, you like what I say, that's your problem. But I will always, bring it up because it is necessary, right? Like Nefty saying, if there's a noob in here right now, and he's listening to this. He just told the noob, Jazz Zinc is not for you, right? How do you take that as a new collector? What does that mean? So why are people buying this, but it's not good for me? That's bad. You know what I mean? That doesn't look good as a company, but that's your opinion on the company. You know what I mean? So however you feel about it, there's no wrong answer. You love, again, I will always say it. You love Jazz Inc. no matter what. There's nothing wrong with that. That's what you like, and that's what you like.
And when people have come up to me regarding Jazz Inc. and say things, in the negative, I can't argue with them because there is a precedent of
correct. And that's the point.
What are you talking about? Now, when you mention things that I don't have in hand, not you personally, but I'm saying when talking to people and they say, oh, this and that, like, listen, let me get in the hand. If it's that shitty, I'll let you know. I'll even tell you if it's shitty and I'm compromising because of the nightmare logistics and I'm accepting my fate. But that's me, but I'll let you know.
Now with the figures, how are the returns and problems going to get fixed? Like, are you going to get
I don't think as a community we've gotten to that phase yet because I guess we're waiting, but I'm sure as a company he's worked out the logistics. Now we're talking about small boxes. Now the issue is going to be this. I guess, right, going forward with the pieces that are not sold directly to the Americas, I guess I'm bothering 6 kit or Spectrum, Spec Fiction, if not Spectrum, Spec Fiction, if I have issue, right, because I bought through them,
right.
Because if I go to Jazz Inc.,
no, absolutely. So whoever you order from, I'm assuming, has to deal with the problem. You know what I mean? The problem is
Fabs, we're talking. Should I start opening and bringing out pieces and showing this and that as we're talking?
No, let me fit. We're not done yet. Hold on one second. Okay. Hold on. No, we got plenty of topics before we.
No, because I've seen you in the past that you've done like talking while you're talking about.
Oh yeah, no. I want to focus on the figures because I want to see them too.
Okay.
The Alchemist, how are you, my friend? Welcome.
Hello.
There's 40 of you guys in here. Please hit that like button. We should be at 40 likes already. Thank you guys for being here as well. It's been so long since this was announced. The monitors changed from VGA to LCD.
you know, he's saying that joking around, but maybe
Stop.
I wonder.
Nefty. Stop.
Serious, man.
Stop. Nefty, he's joking. You are not going to get that. Oh my God. Unbelievable.
All right.
Let me see. That's just, he's talking about the connection plug. That's not. God. This is the first thing. Is that a movie accurate? That's surprising.
Yeah.
It's been so long since the project announced. The back computer started as Tandy 3.
Oh, Commodore 64.
Oh my God. Big Dog, how are you, my friend? Nice to see you. Welcome. Let me see, where am I? Oh my God, I'm backed up as hell, guys. Woo! All right, let's see where we're at. Guys, please hit that like button. There's 39 of you guys in here. The probability of pulling that off is 0.0. Oh my God. No respect.
I'm sure we're going to see more and more people popping out with the videos as this bad boy starts arriving.
Yep.
0.0.
Oh man. How could Jazz think Catwoman be better than Hot Toys when the people working on it are even better than Hot Toys? If you think that Caustic Plastics, the Lone Shop, Armando is better than Hot Toys, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. And I brought this up, regarding what's his name? The sculptor for Jazz Inc. Right? What was his name?
Yeah, I forgot.
I forgot his name. Oh my God. Not Jeff. Is his name Jeff? No. Anyway, Sean Dabbs, right? Sean Dabbs is, again, no disrespect to Sean Dabbs. Like I said it before, he makes great product. He makes great head sculpts. He's very talented. He is nowhere near anybody from Hot Toys. Number one. Okay? Nowhere near. Just, you don't have to believe what I'm saying. Go look at anything he has made and go look at anything any other sculptor from Hot Toys made and just put whatever it is side by side, and it'll tell you what you're dealing with, right? So again, no disrespect, but that's just a reality. So how can, again, Uncarded, how can anybody expect this Catwoman to look better or be better or anywhere near anything Hot Toys?
Uncarded and Fabs, just want to add this. I mean, Jazz Inc. has picked this Catwoman, and I go with this ideology. You're coming into the 1/6 community that you are a part of, and you know how critical people are. And first of all, you start off with a very hard figure. It's not like suicide, but that's why I'm expecting. I'm probably thinking like he ain't that dumb. He knows what he's doing. I'm giving him the benefit of the doubt. Because you start with a hard figure in a hard critical community, and it's probably gonna measure. It's gonna tell us what to expect of the future figures, which can make you or break you. You're not Hot Toys. Hot Toys has a long reputation, and if they have a 8, they have so many 10s. So I'm thinking Jazz. I mean, he's in this community. He knows what's up, and bravo for him to start with the Catwoman, which is a hard figure to begin with.
But this is why I'm telling you guys, it's smart. Because think about it. Again, he knows that people have wanted these figures forever. He's known that. That's number one. Number two, the moment he teases this is going for pre-order, the people who want this figure are going to go crazy, which is what happened, which is why he does it. So at the end of the day, after all the pre-orders are in and he's got everybody's money in his pocket, however that turns out, what do you think he's going to do about it? Just from experience, from what's happened in the past with every product that he's made that has an issue, what do you expect to happen if the figure comes out like shit?
And if he screws that one figure that he's coming up with, what's going to happen with his Penguin and everything else? Nobody's going to want to drop that kind of money, or the Penguin. The Penguin is expensive for the deluxe, but he's going to be committing. I don't want to say the word again on YouTube. I want to get flagged, but he's going to be destroying his business, because then no one's going to trust to buy a figure that high from him if he drops the ball on this.
No, I'm telling you, I hope for everybody's sake, because again, I never wish bad figures or bad product on anybody, but
think about it fast. The minute that drops, everybody's gonna be like, oh, let's see what we got. What do we got?
Right. No, absolutely, because everybody's got, their
if he messes that up, his Penguin, his Poison Ivy, his whatever, people are gonna be like apprehensive.
Well, to a certain extent, yes. To a certain extent.
See, Hot Toys has been around so long, they've established themselves, they can have a few hiccups.
Absolutely.
They can. I'm sorry, that's how it is.
No, and here's the thing too, and I've said it before plenty. Anytime Hot Toys has an issue, it's usually a very mild, fixable issue that they always take.
And 2 figures later, they're masterpieces.
No, exactly. Exactly. That's the difference. At least I know that every figure that I'm getting from Hot Toys will be perfect.
Think about this.
It'll be the one, random one that comes with a defect, messed up, broken, this, that, whatever. But that's the rare. That's not the norm. With Jazz Inc., the norm is shit, and then hope that you get a better one. And clearly that didn't happen with the 89, because remember, the YouTubers we're getting the early batches that look like shit, and then the replacement look even more like shit.
Don't bring that up.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, and look how we are critical of third-party companies. I mentioned to you, this figure is coming out from a third party. You already have history with that third party. Shit. It's shit. Or, that third party is good. You can close your eyes with that third party.
But here's the thing. Here's the difference, right? When we talk about third party, we already know it's supposed to be shittier than a Hot Toys, right? Everybody knows that, right? It is unlicensed, and we usually buy it not because our entire, obviously some people do love their, main collection to be mostly third party, right? I don't. Third party figures are usually purchased as fillers, right?
Sometimes it's to complete a figure that.
Correct. But people do focus on third party only. People like that cheap shit. So the point is, if we know that third party is what it is, right? It's cheaper because it's unlicensed, right? They're not putting too much money into it because it's unlicensed. They don't want to get in trouble, so they don't want to, go in too much into debt. If for whatever reason that project gets caught, they get in trouble, that gets canceled. So I already expect it. I know a lot of people in the community already expect third party to be cheap. Mm-hmm. But if you're charging over $1,000 for something that's supposed to be licensed and it's nowhere near anything third party, we have a problem.
Yeah. Oh, he's going to have a problem if because it's going to affect his future figures. Absolutely. And that's what I'm saying. He can't be shooting himself in the foot.
Correct.
I mean, that's not a good business. So that's why I'm saying, first of all, we all got to wait and see what happens. But to start off with the Catwoman, Commander Green.
Right. Harold, my friend, welcome.
Konnichiwa. Means what's up?
Nefty has tons of money invested in Jazzing stocks and shares.
I wish.
Imagine. Doesn't he sound like he does though?
Everything is payment plan. Thank God.
Right. Yeah, no, it's true. Molduck was in high school when he plays the NRD. Can you imagine? That is horrible. Oh my God, that's so bad. This guy.
Oh man.
Rob, how are you, my friend? Well,
I'm doing.
Welcome. Yes, Sean Dabbs. I forgot. I blanked out on his name. Let me see. Sean Dabbs and Violetta. Yeah, Violetta does the painting. But she's great too. She's very, very good. But you cannot give me a figure, right, that is going to end up like a third party or like a Stallone shop figure, which again, very crappy for what they should be, at least because they're licensed. Why would I be excited about third party, shit at licensed prices? Absolutely not. So that's why he should be even more scrutinized, which again, it ain't gonna happen. Because again, the YouTubers will push the garbage to keep getting their early batches, to keep getting their early figures so they can make their YouTube money, right? They get that benefit while lying to the people over this shit product. And that's how he'll continue making money. That's all it is.
Now I can't unsee this monitor thing.
Say it again.
I got the Jazz Inc. right here on the split screen. And man, the original one looked nice, sleek.
Right. I'm telling you, it looked like a real monitor, the original. If you're being honest with yourself, you can't honestly believe that Jazz Inc. Catwoman is going to match or even surpass even the most basic figure.
And I hear you, and I'm just curious because that's a big gamble, Jazz Inc. Because I know Fab, you already mentioned the reason why he went with this figure, because historically it hasn't been made at all by third party. But man, bro, is that a big gamble? Because you're telling us you're gonna make more figures, and if this one at a high price fails, man, unless you're gonna turn around and give us the other figures at a cheaper price, that's shooting yourself in the foot.
Right. Also, guys, like I told you guys, looks like Hot Toys is going back to making garbage product that they usually do. So here we go. It says, "Hi guys, just unboxed my DX32 Joker and found a loose thread coming out of the pants." All right, so
I thought you was gonna say something serious, bro.
Can you imagine? Can you imagine that being a real complaint? This is what I mean. These people got no life. So here it is, the real drama. So we get this is the InArt Joaquin Phoenix Joker, by the way. I understand that 1/6 keeps evolving with new technology, and we're now in the era of real hair rooting, but this is the third InArt figure that I've had with awful hair. Buckle up. I find for the money, it's unacceptable to have such noticeable inconsistencies in shape and style and length regarding hair when we think we're getting something that resembles the prototype. I understand each one is different, of course, but they have a blueprint guide. So how can they vary so much? Again, shit company. Hot Toys. What do you get with Hot Toys? Uniformity. Every product is the same. Every box is the same. Everybody opens the box. They know exactly what they're getting, exactly what to expect. For whatever reason, InArt has been giving you sloppy shit from day one, and this was apparently the Hot Toys killer. And I told you guys from day one, this was garbage. Go ahead.
And you know, Fab, that's what scares me about artisan, not the artisan line, but the rooted hair is the fact that you got a futz with it. Do I have any? I don't think I have any artisans. Have you had any issues with yours? They came out perfect.
Well, no, my hairs have not had any issue, but the only thing that I did complain about was if you start touching it, good luck. If you for whatever reason have to remove the head sculpt and then put it back and then shit like that.
Actually, Jack Sparrow is my only artisan so far now that I remember.
Yeah, but that's a fine one. That's like the least of your problems. When you got like Anakin, when you got Joker, like hairs like that, scary as shit. So if you don't have to touch it, leave it alone because it's not worth it. What happens is they come in nice and tight, and then the more you keep messing with it, they end up starting to separate. So instead of being nice and tucked in, it looks puffy and it looks ugly. That's what starts happening to the hair. And I don't care how. I mean, I know people in the community are very good with customizing and stuff like that. If I ruin that hair is ruined. There's nothing I could do about it. There's nothing I can fix about it. I know some people will fix the whole thing. I will never be able to, so that's why I don't touch it. It'll be a disaster, and there goes a $1,000 figure completely gone because of the hair. You know what I mean? And then, God forbid, if anything happened like that, I would have to get a sculpted head sculpt for whatever figure it is, if it's even a possibility. Imagine that's the scariest shit.
Yep.
InArt is like a box of jokes. You're never this guy. Oh my god, yeah, like you buy a box of rounds whether exactly. No, I'm telling you, it's crazy. It's crazy. So let's continue. Obviously, the proto picture, the proto figure is superior in abs and the best hair. I get that, but the middle is my friend's, which is quite accurate. Longer length and slight wave versus mine, which is extremely short and almost tight, afro type Jerry curl. There is so much product in there, it's ridiculous. So look, this one's supposed to be the accurate one. This is the prototype. This one's the longer hair, which looks more normal according to him. And then this one's got short ass hair with slick back, styled slick back. But again, it looks funky because the hair should be like this. And even this one's a little bit shorter than this one, if you notice. This has a huge curl here that this one doesn't have. This doesn't have that curl here, so it should really be longer than this, and it's not. So again, this is hot
which goes back to your argument before. This is what they show. This is what you got. You understand? Here in InArt. Now, my question is InArt doing anything to make it right?
I don't think so, because this is the final product. This is what he got in hand already. So there's nothing they could do. That's the problem. It's a lot of bait and switch. You should not be getting this from reputable companies. InArt is doing it because they're, like I said from day one, they're here to take your money. Jazz Inc. is doing it. Why? Because they're here to take your money.
And this was premium price, right? This was premium
Absolutely,
price.
Of course.
I didn't get into this.
Yeah, they're always their shit. Are you kidding me? So expensive. Guys, there's 42 of you guys in here. Please hit that like button if you haven't yet. Thank you guys for being here as well. Hit that like button. Hit that like button. Don't make me spray you roaches out of here. Says here, I can understand futzing. Sure, I had to futz Aragorn, but the length was there. It was just styling the hair. But you're telling me after spending almost 1K, look at that, almost 1K pounds, I have to literally spend ages wetting the hair, which I would never do, and pulling with tweezers to loosen the fro or comb product out, potentially damaging it. I find it crazy. I would never touch it. I would never touch it.
I would be crying because it'll be like that, but I would not even touch it.
Let me tell you something. It'll get ruined, and there will be no way to fix it again unless you know what to do with this hair. I would never touch it.
I know from the beginning. I mean, artisans. I think I'm gonna have one coming in. Yeah, I think I have the Obi one, but I've always been afraid of the hair thing. You know, I like my solid hair, but you know, I'm gonna see because again, Jack Sparrow is like a fake artisan. There's only like a little piece here.
Correct. That's what I'm saying. That's the least of your problems. That one you really don't have to worry about anything. Because it's not, you know, in the type of hair that it is, it looks very nice. It's tucked in, right? You put the hat on, you got all that extra room, you know, so it's not terrible.
You can get away. It's very forgiving.
Right. Exactly. Looks like it's yet another thing I have to send to an artist to root properly, adding another few hundred to the course. Can you imagine that? Can you imagine that? Guys, there's 43 of you guys
$300 right there.
There's 44 of you guys here. Please hit that like button. We'll continue when we're up to the likes because it looks like roaches are in the house. So yeah, so it's crazy. It is crazy. It is crazy. It is crazy. To think that, and again, I am not shocked. I am not surprised. I wonder why that is. Who warned you about this company from day one?
Don't worry, I'll wait.
Who was here for you guys when nobody else was?
Don't worry, I'll wait.
So don't be shocked. Don't be surprised, guys. It is all shit. Nobody can compete with the King Hot Toys. That's why anytime you hear any loser saying that any other company is better than the King, they're an idiot. They're an idiot. It's that simple. No, like, oh, maybe he knows something that other people don't. No, he don't know shit. It's shit. Jazz Inc., shit. InArt, shit. But remember, the best company out here is the one that the losers want to say, Hot Toys is garbage. Hot Toys is this. Hot Toys is that. Hot Toys. Meanwhile, they're making everything, and we're getting a figure every day pretty much. But then the YouTubers go, oh, Jazzing, yay! InArt, yay! Guys, please spend your money on this garbage. Guys, don't forget, please, coupon code asshole. Please buy this garbage. That's toxic. That is called toxic positivity. You're pushing some garbage on your viewers. That is toxic. Guys, there's 44 of you guys in here. We should be at least 43 likes. Let me know, somebody in the chat, please. How many likes we should be at 44. Blinken, how are you, my friend? Welcome.
Hello.
All right, 2 garlics left. Thank you for leaving. I don't need you here anyway because you're not hitting the like button regardless. So before we Nefty, we're gonna get started in a second. Let me just catch up with the
things ready to
with the, what do you call it? 31 likes. All right, so we're moving up. We should be at least at 43. So until we get to 43, we will get started with the unboxing. So let's go. If you want to hit the like button, guys, please leave. Thank you. So if you're not here to support, leave.
How's the pool? We haven't had much use, right, of it yet.
Raining every day. What do you mean? So annoying.
No. A couple of weeks ago, we had those 90-day.
Oh no, I used it 2 weeks ago. I used it 2 weeks ago. That was it.
You go all over it as well.
No, yo, sucks. There's rain, cloudy. It's so depressing every day.
Tomorrow or going forward, tomorrow is going to start hitting up.
I heard. Yes, I heard. Thank God, finally. Guys, 42 of you guys, let's go. 33 likes. Thank you guys for hitting the like button. We should be at 42 very quickly. Let's go. Fabs,
you want to talk about a little bit about Blitzway at least while we're waiting?
Go ahead.
Look, so Faz, we know that the 20th is the day that Blitzway is going to be making the big opening up the pre-orders. Now we've heard that they're going to be limited, but what does that mean? I know we were talking about it backstage as to what Blitzway has done with the DeLorean, that they had that exclusive time period, and then after the time period, it became more like a deluxe DeLorean with with the features it had. So the question I was asking you backstage as to, is Blitzway going to leave all that money on the table? They know this is a popular figure. They don't produce as much figures as a Hot Toys, so why limit themselves? I know the word limited is appealing in the collecting community. Everybody likes exclusive and limited, but man,
I'm going to give you my take on why I think that they're doing this. One thing I always say about Blitzway is what they've been, right, the only company for the longest time, because you can't even say that about Enterbay. Enterbay has made Michael Jordans left and right, like over and over and over, so you can't even include Enterbay. But Blitzway, until now, they've been the only company to never reissue any. Again, as far as I remember, somebody had mentioned that they did the Fight Club double pack again. I don't remember that. But as far as I know, as far as I've been around, everything that they've made has been a classic, and nothing has been remade, reissued, redone. Now, why do I think this is happening now? Number one, I think that they had to do it. Like usually, right, to keep the license. That's why they had to just put something out. You know what I mean? So that's option one, or reason one. And number two, specifically because of what I mentioned, them being a company of no reissues, no constant remakes, right? Things like that. They're very, very original, always doing different stuff, right? They don't overwhelm the community with releases and pre-orders constantly, but every time they make something, it's appealing, right? Look at Jimi Hendrix.
Yeah.
Look at what's the other guy's name?
From Seattle, that guy.
The singer, I forget his name. You know what I mean? But that's what I mean, right? They make classics. They make figures that people really want. They make great figures that, again, they don't feel like they need to reissue. They don't feel like they have to constantly remake. So why do I think this is getting limited? Because they're not going to become that company that is going to constantly reissue and remake stuff. So for them to make that money, and again, most likely to keep that license, they said, you know what, let's make this real quick. Let's update a couple of things, increase the price, we'll make some money, and we keep our license. That's the only thing that would make sense to me. Because what you mentioned, right? Leaving money on the table. Yeah. If they were about the money, why wouldn't it be a regular standard pre-order instead of limited this and limited that? You know what I mean? So that's the only thing that I'm seeing, that the only thing that makes sense to me. Obviously, it's probably something deeper than that. But to me, they don't want to become a company that, is going to be known for reissues and remaking the same shit over and over and over. So to avoid that, they're telling you guys, yes, we're redoing this. It is slightly different. It is limited because we're not going to be that company to give you, reissue after reissue after remake after, you know what I mean? So that's what I think. And again, because of the updates too, it is a more of an excuse for them to say, it's not your 1.0 all over again.
And they should make a move and do Ghostbusters 2 with the darker uniform. That'll be nice too. That
would be great. And I think, only because of this reissue, I think there's a possibility of them remaking that Ecto 1, the original Ecto 1 as well, to go with the Ghostbusters. Absolutely. Because remember, a lot of people still want that vehicle right now because it's going for like $3,000, $6,000. If I saw correctly, that thing is going like stupid money. So I think a reissue of that would be perfect with the Ghostbusters now. Does anybody need another Afterlife vehicle? I don't think so. But the people who didn't have the original one felt, me being one of them, I had to buy the Afterlife one because I knew I wasn't going to pay $2,000, $3,000, $4,000 for the original one. Now with the Ghostbusters, I think I will be perfectly fine with my Afterlife vehicle, not having the original Ecto one.
That's why I'm hoping to get the second Blitzway, because these the the present toys ones are going to be going inside one of the two vehicles that I have, and the original one is out on display, and the Blitzway, I'm getting another diorama from a guy that's making them making the container. So I'll use those guys in there, or I'll have the guys like working the car, you know, whatever.
No, it's nice. Action in the box, all right, my friend. Welcome, welcome. Nice to see you. Guys, we are at 34 likes. We need 5 more. So please hit that like button if you haven't yet. Thank you, guys. Thank you, guys. Don't be weird on my stream. We got Derek in the house. How are you, my
Konnichiwa. Konnichiwa means what's up?
guys? Please hit the like button. Please hit the like button. Look at these roaches. Yo, they come in, they leave, and then they come back. Bunch of disgusting, filthy roaches. We will wait until we get up there, guys. There's no rush. I'm in no rush. If these roaches want to be entertained, they better hit that like button like a bunch of.
So where are you looking to get the Blitzway? Blitzway USA, Spec Fiction.
Oh, I don't know. I don't even know who's selling it. That's the thing. So I had heard.
Oh, in the instruction, I thought I read in social media, Blitz USA is gonna have it.
Well, the thing is this, right? So, for example, for Blitzway, if you're going to order from them, I don't know if they take a deposit or the full payment.
Oh,
right? You know what I mean? So I don't know. So for the DeLorean, I ordered from Spec Fiction, and I paid it all in full, right? The entire thing, $999 even, no tax, no shipping, no nothing. Again, whenever it gets here. So I don't know what Blitzway USA did for that vehicle. And also, you know, if that's what it's going to be, if it's going to be cheaper on Spec Fiction, why would I go pay more money anywhere else?
Right.
You know what I mean? So that's what I'm looking for right now. Hopefully the cheaper the better. 38 and 35 open GB. What is GB? Oh, Ghostbusters. Haha. Let's see who else is in. Aaron, how are you, my friend? Welcome.
Hello.
Welcome. Who else came in? Roach is gonna roach. Yo, it's crazy. Like, what are you doing here? Go ahead, Nefty.
I'm at Blitzway USA, and I see that because for the DeLorean, you can drop a deposit of $79, but I don't see no payment plan. So after you drop that,
saying, then that means that you have to pay the remaining when it's shipping. You know what I mean? Exactly.
Yeah.
That sucks. That sucks. I mean, I paid it. Thank God I paid it off, you know, all together. But still, like that big lump sum, it sucks at the end. Unless you pay it through PayPal. You know what I mean? That's a different story. You could do pay in 4 when you get the invoice from them, I'm assuming, you know.
Yeah.
Still waiting on the blank figure for my collection. Which figure? The thing cut off. The little logo cut off. Blitzway has written. Yeah, right. But then what happens with their remaining, right? With the remaining
hit you with a big bill.
Right. Then you're gonna get let's say $79, right? So that means that the thing was $999. So you still owe $920. Right.
$969.
It was $969. Right. I paid $999. So $999. Oh, because I remember the original had more shit. Remember that the original came with more stuff, and then they changed the version from one to another. So that's why it got cheaper. So Bob, so again, you put down a deposit of $79, which is cool, but then when you get the invoice, you either again pay through PayPal for paying 4, or you're responsible for $920 right on the dot.
One
right
shot.
on the spot. Yeah, one shot. Exactly. So that's the thing. So if we could pay, paying 4, then that's better than a whole $900 and something bill, in the moment. But the thing is that even if we do the paying 4 at $900, that's a lot of money. You know what I mean? So that sucks. So that's why I just figured, you know what? Let me just pay it off immediately now that I can, So 42. Oh, look at that. Oh, 43 likes. Thank you guys. Finally. My God, I don't understand why I got to fight these people. You guys know that if you're coming to this stream, okay, I don't understand what it is with you guys not hitting the like button. I don't understand what it is. If you're here, you clearly love being here, or else you wouldn't be here. So if you're going to be here, hit the like button. It's that simple. My God, unbelievable. All right, so we're going to get started, guys. So Nefty, let's go. So who do you got first?
We're gonna start with Mr. Aykroyd, Stantz, Dan Aykroyd. Now, first thing, get from the original Blitzway, that box. This has the same appearance as the original Blitzway box. The only thing different, of course, is here it says Blitzway, and instead of the word name Stantz like this, it was an actual cloth patch that was on the box. You know what I mean? So it wasn't like this that's part of the box. It was an actual like
right. It was fancier. It was fancier than this garbage.
But everything else looks the same, except wherever you see present toy, it would have said Blitzway. I'm just showing you the box all around. Now, the only thing that's different now, as soon as you take off this cover, this artwork, I was surprised. I was like, wow, look at that, bro.
That looks really good.
Mm-hmm.
That looks really good. And it looks like a little cartoonish too, which is really
nice. No, it's definitely cartoonish, 100% animation.
No, that looks really cool.
And there's the back right here. Now I'm just gonna lay down for 2 seconds just to get it open, and I'll start going piece by piece with everything that it has.
Tony, my friend, long time.
Konnichiwa means what's up.
Nice to see you, my friend. Welcome.
Fabs, let me ask you something. A question that's asked a million times in this community, and I'm curious. What have you been doing as you growing in your figures every year, every day, every week, every month with the boxes?
Oh, I put them in my closet. I put them in my garage. I put them in my
closet. That closet was filled 10 years ago, bro. So don't tell me you still have that closet space.
I have closet. I have boiler room. I have spare bedroom. I have everywhere but storage unit.
Yeah.
I let Mike make them rich. I'm good.
Yeah, I don't have storage unit. So right off the bat, I'm going to show you how it looks like. Definitely different from the original Blitzway package. As you can see, there's two head. I'm going to take off the cover now just so you guys can see it better.
So that one is one of the only two figures that came with two head sculpts, correct?
I haven't opened the other figures, and I can't remember because as you know, Fabs, we actually talked about this backstage that when these bad boys came out, it was 2 at a time. So I was surprised that all 4 are out now. I'm waiting for the other 2 to arrive. But I do remember that they had two head sculpts, but I don't remember which one it was. So
yeah, no, I think it's the 2 that you have are the only ones that come with 2 head sculpts. Yeah.
So I'm going to show you right here. Again, I'll take off the first head sculpt so you can see. This is and Fabs, hold on.
You got to focus with there you go. Look at that. Beautiful.
I'm going to go sideways here so you can see it. Can you
That's
see
not bad. Yeah, no, it looks clear. Absolutely. It looks really good.
Fabs, if you can just give me a second. Should I compare it right now with the other Blitzway, or should we just focus on this?
Go ahead. Go get it. No, go get it. You have it.
I got it right here.
Yeah, go ahead.
So I'm going to bring out Stantz from the original. Now, obviously, I have a headpiece on it. Hold on. Wait till focus. Get out of the way. So
that's great. That's great too.
Piece.
So Present Toys is a lot bigger, as you can see.
Yeah. Now keep in mind I have a headpiece on him.
Yeah, but Blitzway kills that head sculpt, man.
Yeah. So you see right there?
Yeah.
Yep, it does look like a big head. Now, can it be because I don't have it clicked into the body? Oh, sorry, let me get out of here. See?
No, it's a present. Remember that Blitzway's figure is very old now, so
yeah,
all the new figures are a little bit bigger now.
All right, so I'm gonna continue now.
Wait, so you only have those 2 from Blitzway?
No, I have all 4. I was.
You have all 4.
I just brought out the relevant ones for this unboxing, but I have the.
So you're getting the new set also?
Yes, as well. Remember,
so you're gonna have 2 sets. I'm gonna have 2 sets of original Blitzway Ghostbusters.
Yes, I'm gonna have 2 sets of Blitzway, more updated one, of course, and the present toys. Now I have the Ecto one with the original. I have an Afterlife with no figures, and I have a Ghostbuster diorama that's being made. So I'll have 3 sets of figures. Now the present toys are the ones I'm willing to throw in the car, bend them, and all that good stuff. So anyway,
we got a Hot Toys collector. Welcome. To be really honest, the paint app is bad in my opinion, but it's just me. No,
Yeah,
you're not wrong, because Present Toys they're not known for their amazing paint apps. So
yeah.
and for those who saw the original, T800 and the T8000, the T1000, they were not great figures whatsoever. They look horrible. So no, you should not expect anything great from Present Toys, even though these look good.
Yeah, I'm not crying about that either. It's funny. I'm gonna show you the second head sculpt, which looks actually like it better than the first one. And this is the second head sculpt I have not shown. The difference between this one and the first one is obviously the mouth is closed.
Open mouth for the cigarette.
Yep. And let me see if I can get this one here. So
That one looks great. This one looks way better.
This one looks way better.
Absolutely.
This I can put up against my Blitzway.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah.
I think it's the expression that makes it look funky with the open mouth.
Yep. So
The one on the right is beautiful.
Yep. The one with my marriage.
Yep, that one. Sick.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that's not terrible.
This one, if it came with that headpiece that I currently have on the original, I don't know because I haven't looked at the accessories. I would put that goggle headpiece on this one.
Right.
And keep this one clear-headed,
Uncharted said that looks great in 144p resolution.
Oh my God. All right. This one is kind of weird. It comes with this. This is the body. Let me just focus here. Right there. Now this one comes with this attached to the body. I don't remember that being the case with the Blitzways, because I remember I had to build everything. I mean, think about it. Even the radio comes already attached.
Right.
The body feels good. The body feels good.
Tight.
It doesn't feel flimsy at all.
Okay, so it's tight.
Yeah. I guess the head I gotta pop it in. So let me just go over the accessories on this one. Wow, only two pairs of hands, guys, on this one. I guess that's what I got with the original. Here are the hands. Let me focus in.
Yeah, Nefty, your camera is sharp, man.
Well, it's because I gotta unfocus myself. As you can see, I'm putting that. Oh, this is a Sony A6700. I guess it's standard.
You got 8K. Albert, how are you, my friend? Welcome.
Konnichiwa means what's up.
And again, the hands here again. Bada bing, bada bing. I'm gonna bring up the body. I'm gonna bring up the rest of the accessories. One thing I'm seeing right now that I guess it's better than the Blitzway, because I don't know if you probably heard of this, Fabs. With the original Blitzway, the stand that it brought was a nightmare, bro. That and I see, looking at the box now, I'm about to show you.
Wait, which base?
The original Blitzway base is a nightmare.
Oh, yes,
Everybody that has the original one, very few use that base because it's a nightmare. This base is another nightmare. I'm not using this base. Look how big this is, bro. Bigger than my head, I guess. Look at that.
Yeah,
it's
so unnecessary, but they give you that to make you feel like you're getting some value. You know what I mean? These big ass bases.
Too big, bro. This is too big. I mean, now my solution was I went I went to online what is Stony Stantz?
Yeah, Stony Stantz. Yeah.
And I got these bad boys.
Those are sick.
Yeah, I got these bad, and I got that one right there that you're seeing down there.
That
one, yeah, the flat one is two figures together, and this is if you want to go solo.
No, the single looks more badass, man. The single.
Yeah. And then that other stand behind the two characters allows you to. Let me see, get my face out of here.
Oh, so it's a clear stand. It's a clear pole.
This is a clear pole, and it allows you to elevate this sign. Which, by the way, batteries go on that, and then it illuminates.
Oh, that's cool. See, I don't know any of this. I never owned the 4-pack.
So I can tell you right now, the next thing that I'm going to show you is sorry, take it out of the bag.
Oh, the effects. Yeah, these are nice. They look nice.
One right here.
They look basic but nice.
Then the next thing is the pack.
That looks nice too.
And you know what's crazy, bro? That's it. I can tell you with the Blitzway, Stantz came with the let me get my face out here, with the goggles. It came, I believe, with this thing that he's holding, the thing to catch the ghost. But as per the pack, I mean, it looks good. I got it. Let me just get it closer here. Get out of the way. You see it? There you go.
No, very, very detailed. Very nice.
Yeah. But accessory wise, and you know what? Let me take it back. Maybe the reason I'm saying that the Blitzway came with more accessory is because what I said before. In the original, all these things were single items. Everything around
it was all separate. It was all separate.
So you felt you was doing a lot of work putting things on. I just realized that.
Like a military figure.
Yeah, you had it in a building, and it was just like a military. That there were things that you were like, mother, trying to put on.
Right,
So
trying to mount.
Head scope on this bad boy. Oh, and this is the peg for the head scope, guys. Let me just focus that in there. Get out of the way. Come on.
Try not moving for a second.
All right.
Yeah, just stand still. Now move up closer. There you go. Now, no, don't move. Don't move. Stay. Hold on. Let it focus. No, you need a new camera. Break this shit.
Yeah.
It was working before. Now it's broken.
I don't know what the hell. Let me see. Oh, there you go.
There you go.
That's a weird. Have you seen that?
Yeah, of course. That's standard. That's standard.
So
yeah.
Also, I'm noticing the patch. I guess it's good. The suit looks good. I mean, criticizing it is not as there's a little bit of weathering in the old one, very minor. No weathering here, but that's an easy thing.
See Nefty?
Yeah.
Hold on. I want to show you something.
Yeah. Okay. And because what I find weird is that the head scopes are hollow. Look at that. I've never had that. I never had a head scope like that. It's super hollow. You see that?
No, they're all like that.
Okay. Yeah.
Look.
Okay. I've never. This is my first figure with that.
Sounds like it's your first figure ever, Nefty.
No. This is the one. These are the original Rudy figures. They got rerouted to me. Remember Rudy had these? Rudy, I love you, man.
Because Rudy decided to all of a sudden be ashamed of third party, like he didn't fund their factory for the past 10 years.
Actually, I put on the wrong head scope. So yeah, you know what, Fabs? I'm surprised that it. I'm a little saddened that it didn't come with the goggle headpiece that we see in the original.
Oh, like the one you have behind, yeah.
Yeah, because I mean, I could have used it on that funny head scope, this funny head scope that I just put on the body right now. I mean, I guess it's.
But I thought, wasn't that part of the set? No.
All original came with one head scope, no two head scope at all. So yeah, I mean, I'm gonna play with this one because this one maybe I can hold the cigarette. I'm gonna try to see online if I can get old, what do you call the Ghostbuster goggle from a piece like that, because this bad boy needs some, especially this head scope. The other one, no. This head scope needs that.
But are you putting the cigarette in the mouth? Yeah, right. You have to.
Yeah, but see, I gotta feel it out because now more than ever I might shove this guy in the car.
This guy.
In the car. So Fabs, very, very, very simple with these characters, but then again, it's probably because all the piece came attached, which in itself it's a nightmare, Fab. Because if you look,
so that's a good thing that he came like that.
Yeah, it's a good thing. The figures look good height wise. Let me see. Let me put it together. Oh, they look good. About the same height. Yeah, about the same height. Yeah. So. What
would you rate it, 1 to 10?
I will rate this a 7. Somebody mentioned the paint application. The Blitzway, it's boom, bro. It's awesome. The Blitzway. This one, my opinion, in this figure, this is the better headpiece. But this headpiece is definitely not better than the Blitzway.
Of course.
This is the better than this one. This one looks more like him.
Absolutely.
Looch. I'm gonna jump.
Konnichiwa means what's up.
You're gonna jump what? What are you gonna do?
I'm gonna open up the other guy.
Yeah, go ahead.
Again, it was very simple, this figure. But again, I think it's because I was expecting.
Now,
almost-
how much did you pay for each figure?
I think I paid. Was it? I can't remember, but maybe 2 or less than 2, 180 or something like that, or 200.
Now, do you think? Let's say you paid 200, right? Let's say you paid 200 each. Is it worth the 200 each?
I say it's fair. Absolutely, absolutely, yeah. Guys, the figure feels sturdy. The legs are not wobbly. The body doesn't feel wobbly. The head sculpt. I mean, from of the 2 head sculpt, I feel like I won one. I feel like I'm okay with one.
Question for you: How did it feel standing on its own? Does it stand on its own, or you need the base?
Let's do it right now. Let's do it right now. Fabs, all by itself. I don't know if you can see it on the edge.
No, you can't.
All right, let me put it on a box here, so you can see. This is a box, Fabs. A box.
Oh,
all
wow.
on.
So that means that it's got great ankle. It's got great ankles.
Fabs, the body feels strong.
No, that's good.
I'll admit that.
That's good. That's very good.
Mm-hmm. And again, comparing piece to piece, yeah, I mean, I see they share the same accessory. This funny piece here, whatever this is called, Blitzway has that. They have the radio. They have these keychain things here. The straps. Let me see the straps to the straps are army green, the Ghostbuster backpack. So the straps share the same color. I wish it would have came with the goggles, because the goggles only came with this figure, the one that I open now. So that's like a big, you know. All right, so let me open this other bad boy real quick so you guys can see. Wow, I was surprised though. That was the only accessory that I wish it came with. All right. Oh, same thing. Same, look, artwork, and all that. Nothing different here. Oh shit! This comes with two figures. Oh, sorry. Should have took this off. Oh, this one comes with the glasses. See, this one came with the accessory, that finder thing that he has in his hand. Let me just show you the original, and then I'll go into this one. Take this bad boy up. There you go. I'll get out of the way. This is the original. You see right there, he has the glasses. He's holding that Ghost Finder thing. See that right there? Now I'm gonna go with the present toys. There. Bing. All right, so this is so accessory wise, again, it comes with all the utility, the utility belt assembled. It has the same thing, the radio, that side piece. I'll show it to you in a second. It seems to have the same huge base. So, Fab, if you have 4 of these guys with this original base, it's gonna be like a freaking shelf.
Right.
The first piece.
Oh, that's horrible. That's garbage.
Yeah. Paint application. Let me see. Oh yeah, no. And again, I'm gonna put the glasses on because we're looking at a character that everyone is used to seeing it with the glasses. All right.
Yeah, no, that's horrible.
All right. So let me just get you the figure so you can see it. It has the same neck peg, head peg. Here's the next figure. Not bad. Look at it. I'm going to put the glasses on in 2 seconds. All right, there you go.
That one's way better than that open mouth one.
Yep.
Oh, that's what I mean. It's not great, but it's not horrible.
Yep. This would be the I mean, the other one gives you that dramatic look if you're going to have some type of a scene with I don't know, ghosts or whatever. Now I'm going to show you the glasses. These are the glasses that it comes with. They're nice and bent, as you can imagine.
Yeah, those are cool.
They look fragile as F.
Yeah.
Let me put it on. See, because one thing sometimes you have these head sculpts that when you put glasses, remember the Daft Toy Alfred? Oh, Maron. You try to put those glasses on, that Alfred, it looked like a hot mess. Oh, not bad on this bad boy. Look, I'm going to show you.
That's beautiful. That was really good.
You see it looks with the ear nicely? If you remember, the Daft Toy Alfred was like a hot mess. I
No,
see.
that looks really good.
Yeah, hold on. Maybe I got this. Yeah, there you go. I
Look
pushed
at this garlic. Look at this garlic.
Konnichiwa. Konnichiwa means what's up.
Brad. You see how it looks in the air right there? So this is definitely the better of the scope, Fabs. Absolutely.
Yeah, no, it looks nice.
Yeah, and again, Fabs, it looks like the same body with that tube, which is part of it, and I got this other tube. I got
Joe, don't talk bad, because I don't want to hear that you found them for 50 pesos down the street.
Again, Joe, the body feels good, feels tight. Again, all the accessories already comes attached, because I remember with Blitzway you had to put all those bad boys in, and even this tube you had to put in. And now I know it goes wrapped around this device.
Yeah, see, you gotta compliment. We gotta read this out loud. It says, I give these figures 6 out of 10, but Nefty gets a 10 out of 10 for unboxing and figure review.
Wow, thank you. Guys, same thing. It comes with 2 pairs of hands. And nothing crazy about these hands, as you can see. Right there, that's one. This is the other one.
Yeah, look at Joe with the disrespect. Are those Ghostbusters made by NECA or Mattel?
And guys, reason why I'm still looking to get the coming Blitzway, because this is what I'm gonna call my sacrificial figures that I'll bend into the Ecto one and
you should make customs out of them. Battle damage.
How dare you?
I would definitely take a chance with it. Let me just pop a head on it. Which head you want me to pop on? The crazy one or the good one?
No, the good one.
The good one? All right.
Yeah.
I'm gonna pop the.
Because the crazy one looks ugly as fit.
Here you go. This is the. I'm gonna. Let me see. Ooh, wow. You hear that? When you bend it like that. We'll do the standing test in a second. Let me get out of the way.
He said, there you go. Go down. Hey, forward. There we go. Oh, look at that. Yeah, it's not bad at all.
I'll go sideways here.
Yeah, that's not bad.
You know what? Good question, Fab. I'll double check in 2 seconds. Does the Ghost Pack light up or anything like that? I don't remember if that was one of the selling points for this bad boy. I know the original Blitzway, they light up. Obviously, there's no batteries here, so let me give it a quick look. I'm gonna pull. Let's do the standing test, right? Let's see if this stands on its own. And again, it comes with the same base. Let me just pull up the it comes with this other. Let me show you this. It comes with this other device. The original one has it. Let me just Ghost Finder.
Yeah. Joe is being condescending now that he got caught being disrespectful.
So,
that folds?
Yeah, that folds. In the original one, the one that I have on Blitzway, it folds as well.
Oh, cool.
And let me tell you something. They look the same. If I were to drop it and have to pick one up, I wouldn't be able to tell which is Blitzway and which is Present Toys when it comes to this device. See, with this figure, it came with this. They should have brought the goggles for the other guy. I guess the argument is I'm giving you a second head scope, but they're giving me a second head scope here anyway. And so let me find out if this bad boy takes battery, the Ghost Pack. Again, a humongous stand. I know you Fabs, you'll be like, the hell, I'm using that. Now the battery's in the Blitz.
No, I was gonna ask you about the backpack. Any weight to it, or is it like light as a feather?
Light. There's a little weight. There's a little weight to this. Not heavy, but there's a little weight. In the original one, let me see the. Oh, yep. There's the button right there. See that right there?
Yeah.
So that means
battery.
Battery. So it has to be.
Oh, sick.
Yep. So that's gonna be nice. Obviously, I don't see no batteries in it, so I'm gonna have to put it.
There's
in.
got to be a compartment somewhere. There's got to be like a false door somewhere.
In the original one, this piece right here slides up or down, exposing the back of this unit, and then you need 2 screws to take it off and put the batteries in.
So where does this one have batteries? Check the instructions. No instructions?
Yeah, yo, dude, this third party, bro. No. I've never seen a. Has there ever been a third party with instructions? I don't remember.
Sometimes, yeah, of course. I mean, they
Yeah.
don't give you a booklet; they give you like one slip, but they give you something.
I'm
Sometimes.
sure someone online has already done that, so I got to figure it out because I'm not. And it's obvious this is very fragile. Don't be putting weight, especially like this thing here. Even in
Well, you said this is your sacrificial lamb anyway, so fuck it, break it.
I don't know where to go on this. No, is it designed the same way as the original? Because I don't see no arrows, saying. But I'll figure it out.
Saying what? Insert here.
Yeah, insert here. So this is it, and let me see. Oh yeah, and it hooks up the same way too. Actually, I had it back. I had it upside down. Yeah. So this is how you display the proper way.
Christian says, slap that RD Junior head with the cigar on one of those bodies, and he's in.
Oh, yeah.
Nefty, if you only have to pick one out of the 4 present toys Ghostbusters, which one will it be?
Present toys. I kind of like Spengler. I like how he looks with the glasses and all. I like the closed mouth look, Spengler, and for Stantz, I like the non-smoking head scope, the one with the closed mouth. Like now. The other one, I keep saying, you can get away with it with the other head scope if you will put the headgear, because then it'll cover half of his face. You understand? Because those goggles, they basically cover half of his forehead. And let me tell you, those goggles are cool piece. I wonder if some Army surplus 1/6 figure toy would be equivalent to it, because it's basically Army green with one area silver. So I wonder if you can get away with getting that from an Army place.
Maybe you could try. What is it? Bunky Depot.
Yeah. No, and I say to whoever gets to see. For me, these are my sacrificial guys that are gonna go in either in the vehicle or in the third party diorama. Because again, I got the afterlife for no figures.
Oh, true.
So Fabs,
you're gonna put these in there?
Bobby?
You're gonna put these in the afterlife?
Yeah. And the good Ghostbusters from Blitzway, if I get it, if it's available, I'm gonna use the diorama that I'm waiting for. Coastal Design. He's
what did you order?
What's it called? The containment tank. Where they put the ghosts in.
Oh, I got you.
Yeah. So that's been
that's gonna be sick.
Yeah. Because I think it was $400 for that, but it was a while back that you had a pre-order. We're talking about almost a year ago. Is the containment units, that wall, that red thing where they put the ghosts in the basement? If you look him up on Facebook, you guys will see him. I've bought what did I buy? I bought another diorama from him a long time ago, and it was good. And so when he mentioned this project, this diorama, I jumped on it because he does other dioramas, but if I'm not interested, I pass on it.
Right. Yeah, no, that's cool. That sounds cool, at least.
Well, Fabs, before we forget, again, thank you. I must have begged a million times to come on the show. I will never disrespect you again. Thank you for having me. Guys, I missed you all, but it just everything with the kids. One graduated from college, going to law school. One is graduating from high school, going to college, but we had to go to the college orientation for 2 days out in Yukon. And then the third kid who's in college, I had to go pick him up from his dorm and bring everything back. So it was like, whew. All I have to do now is graduation for the high school, my daughter, at the end of the month. And that's it. And then it's going to be an empty nest in this house, bro.
Joe has a question for you. Someone is selling a Blitzway Ghostbusters set for 2,000 Canadian. Is it a good deal? Should I grab it or pass?
Well, usually that bad boy spikes up into the 3,000. If it's 2,000, it's for the 4-pack. That's good. Now, the only thing I'm gonna tell you, you're having a 2.0 coming out in what is it, 3 days? That's gonna be 1,300. So I'm basically, if you're not in a situation that you're gonna have multiple Ghostbusters displayed, then wait for the 1300 that we're gonna be getting soon from Blitzway. You're gonna probably be a year out by the time you drop the money. But unless you're gonna have multiple display for some reason, like I do, that you need an original, and a sacrificial, then by all means buy that. But if you're gonna have only one display, why get an old one when you can get the new one cheaper? But 2,000 is about right for the original. You know, you're getting it at a decent price, because I've seen it go up in the threes easily.
Blinken says, Fab and Nefty, I was wondering how you discovered 1/6 figures and what figure was your first. For me, I discovered Hot Toys Christopher Reeve Superman on Sideshow back in 2012 by accident. Go ahead, Nefty.
For me, right when I retired from my old job, one of the guys gifted me the Hulkbuster from Sideshow.
Stop.
I said this before on your
I
thing.
never heard this story. What?
Yeah,
That was your first Hot Toys figure, a Hulkbuster?
A Hulkbuster. Well, it's I'm retiring, and they want to send me out. I knew.
Yeah, but like that, you know how crazy that is to get gifted that?
Let me tell you what it is. I had a bunch of young detectives, and as a supervisor, you mentor the young detectives. So I knew they collected figures. You understand? I can't even remember what figures, but in work you're busy, you're running around doing God's work. But I would see them when they were in the cubicles huddling, talking about cases. They will pop up a figure, and I'm like, oh, that's freaking nice. But my mind was working. Then upon retirement, one of the first things they gave me was a Hulkbuster. When I went home, I looked up what Sideshow was. Dude, the next one was Darth Maul from Solo, the one with the robotic legs. My man.
That was the first figure you actually bought.
Yes, actually bought. Was Darth Maul with the figures, which shows you when I'm coming in. At that point, from Luke, Leia is all in the past.
Everything was years ago.
Reeves is in the past.
Everything, like over 5 to 8 years before that.
Yeah, and then the next guy that I got was this bad boy here. And remember, I got the Ecto 1. Remember when Big Bad Toy said, "Hey, we found a few in the warehouse, but it's cash right now." Remember?
Yes. I remember.
I jumped on it.
The warehouse
fine. About it.
The warehouse fine. Yeah,
old one. That's the only reason I got an old one.
No, I remember when that happened, because I was like, how did Sideshow get a set of Ghostbusters when they didn't even carry the Ghostbusters? You know what I mean? I don't remember them ever.
I got mine from Big Back Toys.
Oh, Big Back. No, I thought you meant the warehouse.
Yeah.
Gotcha. No, I thought you meant Sideshow.
No, I got mine from Big Bad Toys.
My first 1/6 figure was, I was collecting. I started with my first 12-inch figure was a it was a RoboCop. It was a Transformer Bumblebee.
Wow, you still have that?
Yeah, it's in a box upstairs, because I have all my Transformers, the ones that I actually opened. I have nowhere to put them down here, so I left them in a box upstairs altogether. So it was a Bumblebee that fully transformed from the first movie, Michael Bay movie. He came with the light up functions. You press the button and he speaks and all this stuff. And he came with the two helmets, or the regular mode, and then you press a button and he goes into battle mode with the battle helmet. So it's really nice. And then I was looking for something on eBay, and I found Hot Toys Iron Man. Oh, I was looking for these figures, for these UFC here. So I was collecting these even before I got into Hot Toys, these UFC figures. So I was looking for these on eBay, and I got like 99% of these that were made. I missed a couple of like special editions that you had to be at the function to get. So I was looking for those, and I came up with a Hot Toys Mark III. A Hot Toys Mark III. Yeah, a Hot Toys Mark III. Then I found the first Joker that was made from the Dark Knight. That really ugly. It's like a VGM like 40 something or whatever the hell it is. And that was it. Once I found Hot Toys, then I saw, I started seeing Sideshow, but during the time that they were collaborating with Hot Toys, so a lot of the figures that I was buying, I was thinking, oh, they're all Hot Toys because it said Hot Toys on the box. Meanwhile, they were Sideshow. So that's how I got into Sideshow because of the Hot Toys collaboration with Sideshow. And that's why I ended up buying all these Star Wars figures from Sideshow and all these things. Again, just thinking, oh, this is all Hot Toys, which I told you guys plenty of that in the beginning. I thought all this stuff was, Hot Toys. Even the Sideshow stuff was Hot Toys, which, again, a lot of people got confused with because, again, the collaboration of them for many years. And that was it. After that, I remember I got a Dark Knight figure, right? Christian Bale. It was the very first MMS. Then I sold that figure. I sold that Batman, and then I got another Batman. So I am missing one Batman, a very, very first Batman. Dark Knight, and then Michael Keaton. I started getting everything. So once I got into Hot Toys, it was everything. I was buying everything. I never bothered going too far back because I was like, they're not really appealing. So I was like, it is what it is. That's why, for example, A New Hope Darth Vader. If it wasn't for Michael C, I still would have been missing that figure. So it was like, do I want to go back? Do I want to spend all this money for older figures? I did for some, absolutely, but I was like, I'm not going back for everything. So, but going forward, everything. I did not miss a figure. A lot of things that I did miss were because they were overseas only, and I didn't know that. There was a time that a lot of people didn't know that it was an overseas market, that a lot of things were being released in Hong Kong only. Anything you bought was through eBay if you found it, right? There was no, at least to my knowledge, there weren't these groups, right? There weren't these websites like Pop Collectibles, like Toys for Kiddles, right? Again, as far as I knew, and a lot of the community, because I could tell you, if that was available back then, everybody would have known back then like they know about them now. So that's what I'm saying. It wasn't a thing. So you were stuck with whatever you found, whether it was through Sideshow, Big Bad Toy Store. I was shopping for a long time at the Toy Federation. He's still around. Where else? Obviously eBay. Trying to think what other websites I used to buy from. But yeah, that's all we had, right? So a lot of the things, like I said, the Shanghai exclusive gold chrome Midas, right? That only came out in Hong Kong. If you didn't know about that, you didn't get it. Nobody really knew about it. And I found out about it on eBay. And I was like, what the hell is this? It was going for like $1,200 at the time. And I was like, oh, hell no, I need this. And I ended up getting for like $250 like years later, used, but I got it, right? So things like that I missed because I didn't know about them, right? How was I going to get them? So once I found out, where to get everything, and, I've been getting everything ever since. And then, when it was the best times of Hot Toys, I was getting cases of figures, right? I was getting doubles and triples and quadruples of things. Now, you can barely get one because it's so much. So it's changed a lot. the entire world of collecting, at least Hot Toys collecting, 1/6 scale, has changed tremendously.
That's clowning around. This Diddy look, I kind of like it now.
Diddy look is kind
yeah.
Yeah,
no, you know what it is? If you put it within context of frightening ghosts or
no, of course. Well, you got to pose them up, in a pose where they he got scared by Slimer or something.
Yeah, when you was talking, I was doing this. Looking up on the reel, and I kept doing this sideways. Ooh. But yeah, this Diddy look is I'm looking at it. That's why I want to give you a focus on it so you can see it. I mean, maybe the light is not doing justice here. But you know what I like?
It looks good.
I like how the glasses are falling, because Fab, you've seen other figures. When you have glasses, sometimes the way they look in the end here is like a hot mess, bro.
Yeah, it looks funky. Yep.
Fabs, I'm buying that Alfred from you, the one to go with my Jazz Inc. computer.
Which Alfred?
The Daft Toy Alfred. You don't like that shit, bro. You got 2 of them. Send me one. I saw the review, bro. You was like, but just want to sum up real quick with these present toys, Ghostbusters. I'm actually very happy. I like the sturdiness of it. Yes, in each figure out of the 2 heads, out of both head scope, there's one that I like more than the other. But no way are they in the Blitzway painting schematic. But I suspect that if I set these bad boys up and I call my kids or my wifey, they're not gonna know the difference. They're gonna be like, "Oh, it's Ghostbusters, guys." And so for the price you're getting it, not a bad deal. I just gotta tell Kit to erase Rudy's names on the box next time he sends it to me. Give me a new freaking sticker.
Oh my god. Fab, that head scope looks like this guy. Oh my god. Oh, the watermelon gun.
In fact, are we looking to get the original Ghostbusters?
Absolutely. No, I'm looking for a set.
No, we know it's on the 20th. We know it's in 3
no,
days.
yeah, we just got to figure out. Like I said, I got to figure out who's selling them. Most likely I'll go with Spec Fiction if they're the cheapest. Again, I have no
Yeah. You should say that to people that don't know that. Spec Fiction takes a long time, but close your eyes. It's part of the community collecting. Close your eyes.
Right, exactly. So like I said earlier, I ordered my DeLorean from there, fully paid off. Right. So as soon as it's shipping, they don't even have to ask me a question. They should immediately ship my shit.
I like being excuse my French, a ball buster and getting my balls busted as well. So I'm gonna make an announcement here, Fabs. I'm gonna have my son, soon to be lawyer, like his mom. He's gonna work the cameras. And we're gonna do it on my big pool table out there, and we're gonna do the unboxing of the Jazz Inc. computer. All the pieces. Now, the good thing about him working the camera is I don't got to worry about that. Focus on me, focus on here, move around because I have a whole.
Oh, that's great. That's great. No, that's awesome.
We're going to do an unboxing here. I'll tell you it's coming this week or next week because I'm getting already the tracking from Jazz Inc. I mean, he already told me it was coming via the sea freight, but I guess point B is notifying me that it's on its way over. So.
No, that's absolutely. You let me know.
I have all the cables ready, so we gotta connect.
Yeah, I was gonna say,
you're gonna see now. I already saw a preview of setting this up. This is gonna be a long one because if you want me to open it up from scratch, which I will.
From scratch. No. We want to see the torn wires. We want to see everything. So
and then let's be reminded in the future in that event what I said about being critical on it. You understand? And in summary, man, thank you again for having me. I must have begged like a biatch, but thank you, bro. I've been so busy. I'll be around more now. I just got one more graduation, and that's it. Then I'm not busy until August when I gotta move everybody back to the dorms. Then I'll be alone, bro. Me and the wifey. That's it.
No, that's good. So we got a question from Blink. It says, "Fabs, do you own a business? You obviously have a lot of expendable." Not as much as I like, but no, I own 2. We have 2 says 24-hour stream.
Oh, we gotta do that. Let's do the 24-hour stream, bro. And this is how it is. This is how it is. To respect people that don't drink alcohol. We won't have alcohol because I know some 24 hours to do alcohol. But we'll do Monster Drink Red Bull combination, bro. And a 5-hour energy drink. All mixed in. Whoa, we'll be like this, bro.
He wants to go into cardiac arrest on my stream. I don't think so.
We gotta do one, bro.
No, I'm not against it. I'd be cool, but we have to have enough people to we gotta one, right. When somebody falls off, somebody's got to stay on. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So the one person, I can tell you this. The one person I know I can count on for a 24-hour stream, since he's always here, is Rudy.
Rudy! My favorite engineer.
Rudy hasn't been here in 45 months. Get away from me. Oh my God.
He's been busy tonight, together. He's
Huh?
building big things, you know. Rudy's building
Yeah, exactly. No, that'd be fun. I would 100%. It would have to be from a Saturday to a Sunday.
And you know what? In the summer month are easier to do this. You know, winter, everybody is running around doing things. In
Correct.
summer, it's easy, you know. And I've seen other 24 hours. You know, they get alcohol, but to respect our AA people that are out there doing a great job and staying away from the drink. Well, we'll just do Monster Drink and Red Bull, but we have to, bro. It has to be like that.
No, absolutely.
Oh, and we'll have a little bit of food too, right there. You know, a little,
some salami and fried cheese.
Yeah.
We got.
You know what we should do in the 24 hours too? Giveaways. I got a couple of things I'm willing to give up.
Absolutely. No, I got
Do some
guys.
giveaways.
I'm holding on to this, life-size scale Grogu.
Yeah, interesting, you know.
No, I'm telling you, we should come up with some. You know what? We'll have the entire, not the entire, of the real ones. Whoever wants to show up, we'll have a huge stream.
Wow.
And whoever lasts, whoever stays.
If you're cool with it, I'll try to reach out to Jose so you can come on. You know, if you're cool with it. Yo, that was run through the internet live with FabsFigures.
It'll be the
You
most watched stream.
You have roaches. You got like 300 people watching, bro, just to see what's going down, bro.
I was like, you think you had roaches?
Oh, Maron, you gonna need Rudy.
Where is Barry? Look at this guy. Look at this
Real deal.
guy.
Real deal right there.
Konnichiwa means what's up.
Yeah, pick up. You're right.
Black Carla for 60 seconds, and then we're back to work. Oh my God, this guy. Ash says, no wonder I haven't seen Carlos. Oh my God. Last man standing stream. Can you imagine? Yeah, but Thule has to be on. That's all I'm gonna say. Thule has to be on. Okay? Thule has to be on. Fabs giveaway a fig stays the longest. Oh my God. Waiting us 3 months of free lodging of Fabs Palace with basement tour and pool amenities.
Oh, Fabs. Remember the other day I told you I had 30 boxes and then I went down to 28. Now I'm back to 30 again.
Oh my God.
I got Maruk.
Marak, yeah.
And
From Mapoka. I need that guy.
And I got who the hell is I get? Iron Patriot.
That Iron Patriot is beautiful, man. I want a second one so bad. But that Marek I need. That's a sexy figure.
Yeah.
You know,
Now,
it's very
Fabs. Back to these two figures so far. Yeah, they're not Blitzway, and yeah, they don't have Blitzway price on it, right? If you clock them at, let's just say 300 with tax and everything, and I don't think I paid 300 for these, but that's $600, $900. I mean, geez, still.
No, they're pricey. They're pricey. That's what I'm saying. Do you think it's worth the price for somebody, who's not going to get the Blitzway, but they want the set? You think it's a good?
If you're not getting the Blitzway, get this, because again, I mean, it's I guess close enough, and not to. I mean, I'm looking at one of the figures. Again, out of the two figures and the two head scope, there's one head scope that is better than the other on each figure. So you can say I can live with this. And at the price point, I would say yeah. I mean, the only bad thing is with Stantz, you do not get the goggles. Again, I'm sure there's some Army Buff Store supply 1/6 figures that you can get that from. This one with the screaming thing, it's kind of growing on me now, and I guess there's no Slimer in this category of figures either, because I got Slimer.
And I'm shocked that they didn't include Slimer in one of the guys' figures. You know what I mean, as an accessory. But
one thing that hasn't been mentioned, besides 1/6 figures, there is a hardcore Ghostbuster collecting community.
Right.
They are like
No,
Ghostbusters.
and remember too that it's been years since that release. Remember, I was around for that release. We haven't gotten anything since that release, and there's a ton of new people in this community waiting for that release. So it's gonna get crazy. Let me tell you, I've been around I'm about to be around for both releases. There's a bunch of people that weren't around for the first release. You know what I mean? They definitely want this one. I want this one. I definitely need this one. So yeah, it's gonna get crazy. It's gonna get crazy. Barry says Fabs Jazz Inc. is sponsoring me, and he told me I couldn't be on the stream anymore.
Well,
this
does
is.
he have any Jazz Inc. figures, vehicles or anything like that?
No, he collects Marvel Legends. Don't listen to him.
Oh, okay. I know. Ash,
This-
Brad also.
This is how you made me. This is how you made me feel right now, Barry. But this is how I really feel.
You little bitch ass motherfucker.
Oh my god. Do you still collect? He said, do you still collect? Oh my god. What's up, Marek? This guy is unbelievable.
Were you expecting any figures from here to Saturday?
Yes. Well, actually, thank you for reminding me. I gotta show you guys my new delivery. I just got, for those who follow me on social media, know already, but shout out to Michael. He got me my very first Shadow Trooper with Environment. So I got the white one myself. He got me this one. I got it today. So I'll be making a video for this very soon. And what else am I expecting? Also, the Wolverine, the animated Wolverine head sculpt by who the hell made that? Actually, I'll tell you right now. The one from Kit. That shipped. Actually, I just got the email saying shipped. The what the hell was the head sculpt?
I ordered from Kit the head sculpt. The
Wolverine for the Hono figure.
No, I got notified for a head sculpt today, but it's for Peacemaker.
Yeah, the SSR custom 1/6 scale male head sculpt. That is the Wolverine, the Hono Wolverine head sculpt, that animated head sculpt. That's what's coming from Kit. He shipped it already. I just got the email right now. Go ahead. What were you saying?
I got the Kit notified me today for the Peacemaker head sculpt. Remember
from who though?
Peacemaker
Yeah, but from Present Toys.
Whoever it is, I mean, it's coming. Because I did not order the Wolverine head sculpt, so the only head sculpt that I ordered from him is the Peacemaker that I've been waiting forever. It's the the Peacemaker, the original Hot Toys. It's like half broken, because you got to put the helmet on.
Right.
This is the full head sculpt.
No, right, but we already got one from Present Toys.
That's that one I'm getting then, because I haven't received it, so it must be that one then. The Present Toys.
Because there's two. There's two. There's one from Present Toys and one from So-So Toys.
We're
still waiting for the So-So Toys, but the Present Toys we've had in hand for months already.
All right, so give me 2 seconds. I'm logging on to 1/6. See which
one.
So
that's what I'm expecting, guys. I'm expecting, like I said, I got to do this Shadow Trooper video. I got to do once that animated Wolverine for the Hono figure. Because again, I told you guys, I don't really feel like buying the last Wolverine that came out with the head sculpt. That head sculpt is beautiful. I love it. Do I need to buy the figure for that head sculpt? I didn't want to, so I went and bought the one I just mentioned, right? That SSR made. It looks very similar. It doesn't have the blue streaks that the Hono one does, but it looks very good. That's why I bought it. I want to put it either on the brown suit or on the yellow Hono Wolverine suit. But I definitely want that Hono one as well. So I don't know what I'm going to do. Hopefully I'll find it on eBay or somewhere else, so I could just buy it, without having to buy the whole figure. I think it'll still look fine, without having the neck exposed. Like I said, you need to, right? That figure comes like that. The Hono figure comes like that. Go ahead.
It's the SSR that I'm getting.
Right. That's what I got. That's Wolverine. That's not Peacemaker. That's Wolverine.
Oh, okay. So I'm getting that one.
Yeah, because you got,
I didn't realize that I ordered that. I guess it did.
yeah, you got. It says, like I just read, it says SSR custom 1/6 scale male head sculpt.
So which Wolverine is that? Because
Yeah,
I must have that Wolverine if I order that head sculpt.
Yeah, no, I'll show you. It's good. It's good. Hold on. I'll show you real quick, and then we're out of here.
All right.
Let's see.
Oh, yeah, you guys got to go to work.
Imagine.
Yeah.
Imagine that's. Oh shoot.
Yeah, if you can't find it.
No. It's just it doesn't come up. But I'm gonna go in my order, hopefully, because that's another thing. You know, Kit's website. You don't even have pictures of your order, so.
That guy is like stuck in 1980, bro. When it comes to
This was the first website ever made.
Yeah.
Let's see your orders.
I went to my orders and I clicked on it. Nothing.
Yeah, no, there's no picture, right?
Nope, no picture because I'm there
Yeah.
at my. All I can see is that it's SSR custom 1/6 male head sculpt coming. I thought it was Peacemaker. No.
No, it's not Peacemaker. It's because remember Peacemaker's coming from Social Toys.
Okay.
Yeah, no, it doesn't say no picture. But that's it. It's a Wolverine one.
Wow, you know what I just saw right now, Fabs? On the 1/6 scale on my account. Ready? Jazz Diorama 1/6 scale Catwoman 2-pack deluxe. Woo! Give me chill. Woo! 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 Give me chill, brother.
Guys, if you guys see Nefty crying on stream when he gets that figure.
On the edge. Don't do it. Don't do it. Oh my God.
Oh my God. Horrible. Horrible. All right, guys. So as always, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.